Hey everyone, before we start, I need to go over some definitions. Theism, belief in an actual god or gods. Agnosticism, not knowing or having an opinion if God exists or doesn't exist. Atheism, absence or lack of belief in a god or gods. In the legends and myths of Abrahamic religions, Satan was an angel named Lucifer, who rebelled against God with a cabal of other angels, and then resided in hell. To the atheist, these are just stories and metaphors, but some atheists see a lesson in Satan's fall from heaven. Some atheists see the myth of Satan's fall as a metaphor, an allegory, and the character of Satan as a beacon for independence and rebellion from God's tyranny, a symbol of individualism and antagonism to the dogmatic Abrahamic religions. This is the central theme of Satanism. Satanism is not a belief in physical gods or devils, etc. It is an atheistic religious movement that uses the imagery of Satan and their themes of rebellion and independence. The idea of Satan worship is not something actual Satanists do. There are some random groups here and there of Satan worshippers, but they aren't affiliated with Satanism. Satanism only started in 1966. Satan worship is something else entirely that we aren't going to cover here today. Satanists don't worship like how Christians worship Christ. We worship ourselves for all of our strengths and pride. Satanists do rituals instead of prayer, as ceremony is psychologically fulfilling and empowering. Our common phrases are, "Hail thyself" and "Hail Satan." There are two main satanic religious institutions, and that sentence right there is a big controversy, which I will get into later in this video. Also, just a disclaimer that this video is inherently biased as this topic is near and dear to my heart. Just a warning for you guys. So the two major satanic institutions are the Church of Satan, or COS, formed in 1966 by Anton LaVey, and the Satanic Temple, or TST, founded in 2012 by Lucien Greaves and Malcolm Jerry. First up is the Church of Satan. Formed by Anton LaVey, it takes influence from philosophies like Ayn Rand, Nietzsche, and Ragnar Redbeard, and its Satanism is a lot more libertarian and selfish in nature. Its theology comes from the Satanic Bible, also written by LaVey. This book has some very good quotes and a roller coaster of good and ideas. Some criticize as social Darwinism, some love it for its meritocracy. Their 9 satanic statements stand for indulgence, existence, wisdom, reluctant kindness, vengeance, strict responsibility, man as a savage animal, being sinful, and being the direct antagonist of religion. There used to be a grotto system for members, and that was discontinued. Now the religion is solely individual-based. To be a certified member, there's a steep payment to receive membership. However, anyone can be a member just by saying they are a member. But you will not be connected to the community or the church. Membership numbers are also confidential. However, estimates range the numbers to be around 10,000, give or take a few thousand. I don't know, it's hard to find the numbers. COS wears their meritocracy and paid membership with pride, honored to gatekeep and be elitist to ensure their Satanism stays vigilant. The payment for membership has led many to criticize the COS as a goth country club. Personally, with that said, many of these complaints did lead me away from LaVeyan Satanism and to the next satanic religion I wish to discuss. The Satanic Temple is newer and bases its theology off of the Romantic period of art, such as Paradise Lost by John Milton and The Revolt of the Angels by Anatole France, stories that romantically portray Satan as one who questions authority and rebels in the name of independence and liberation. They don't have one foundational text, they rely on an extensive canon with many books to choose from. However, I personally recommend Speak of the Devil by Joseph Laycock and Compassionate Satanism by Lilith Starr. TST follows 7 tenets which strive for empathy, justice, body autonomy, freedom to blaspheme, science, the fallibility of others, and acts over words. TST has a wide community with over 700,000 members. Membership is free online, and unlike COS, TST advocates for personal/private membership and also participation in local congregations, which are in many countries and in almost, if not every state. Check the TST website below to find the congregation in your state and get into contact. TST's congregations are a great community to do fun events and do work for your local community, which leads us to TST's claim to fame, their extensive political campaigns. TST has done a lot of work going after those that threaten the separation of church and state, abortion, LGBT+ rights, and way more. Lucian and many others see TST as a natural evolution of Satanism, and I wholeheartedly agree. There is notable controversy within Satanism, as COS is an elitist group and they take pride in that distinction, and dislike TST for calling themselves Satanists. This angers COS, as they believe TST aren't true Satanists at all, and often do this by making rude comments on social media. 9 times out of 10 it is a COS member starting arguments. I disagree with this entire mentality and line of reasoning. In every other religion, there are multiple sects of the main religion, Orthodox and Protestant Christians, Sunni and Shia Muslims, etc. There could be multiple interpretations of Satanism and Satan as a character. The core of their argument is that they are too different. However, the most important doctrine of Satanism is their belief in the metaphor of Satan and rituals, which are unanimous between the two. Lastly, I want to touch up on how I practice Satanism. Personally speaking, I was a Church of Satan follower for a year or two. On May 16, 2020, I remember reading the Satanic Bible for the first time and was hooked. I researched further, did rituals, etc. After a while, a friend of mine got me into TST, and Satanism has never been more fun and enriching. TST also has Sober Faction, a substance abuse group that is more effective and secular than Alcoholics Anonymous, which helped me and many others. I practice Satanism, still keeping some passages of my Satanic Bible, doing rituals from both TST and COS. However, the community of TST is much more enjoyable. The tenets from TST feel much more universal, which Lucian, TST's leader, created them to be a more universal code than the 10 Commandments. Personally speaking, I think Satanism can be beneficial to everyone and at the very least interesting to learn about. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.